It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Torn back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Push him back. Push him back. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Mike 42. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Following the interception, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the route is on here in this first half.
35. Packers nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Forced out to his left and able to find Alan Lazard. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Ready? 42. You remember me? You remember me? Lucky 50.
Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Wide.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Play fake. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Joker. Mike 42. Hey, let's get this.
Undercrunch. Yo. Undercrunch.
They go play action. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down and goal to go.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. A toss to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Bailey now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Packers nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
319.
Let's go, D.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Football. Watch out. Hey, Ringo, 48. Where's the hot?
Now Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Let him know, let him know. Show an A, show an A.
6.
They run. Cook.
Switch. Go.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
Had no... man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the flag.
Shoot.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. And ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Ready?
First down, here's the run with Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Ready, set.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
42. I got it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey,
The
orbit.
12-yard line.
Check. 42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic.
Go.
Mike 42. I'm here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bailey got the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Okay, ready?
2, Mike's 4-2.
Hey, check.
Double tight, double tight.
Hey, Charlie, 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
42's Mike, 42's Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Get it.
Looking to throw. And Diggs has it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Okay, bring it. See.
An 11-yard pickup leads to 3rd and 6.
Ready? 50. Plant.
42. Ricky.
80 weapon. Hit it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try by Bailey. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Vikings 56. Packers nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
I'm gonna run you over.
They go play action here on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
You got tight right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They come out here in the I. Second and goal from inside the 5.
General West. Go.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Vikings 63, Packers nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, D.
Rodgers now to throw again, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
319, 150.
Here we go.
319.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
We can't be stopped.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Down.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Let's go
An
now.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check.
Go.
I got motion man. Me. I got this. Michael.
Ready.
Back to throw here.
That's got to be a long
Being chased out left. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
going the other way.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Mike,
319.
too little, cupcake.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Chase Sternberger, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Bring it.
319.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Back north. Check 15.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Let's go.
The Minnesota
94.
offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all. Together. And I gotta tell you,
Let's get it.
I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We own them.
Check. Check.
X3. 218. 5.
Now a give right side. It's Logan, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, lock it. Ready to go. Hit it.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run the counter. Logan. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Let's go.
2nd and 6. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 24.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Pick that. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Delta. They go.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Get in the weight room.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
Check.
6-6, pull it high.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Big grip.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep it nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check. Fresno. Check 50.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They run it again with Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight end to the right, boy.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Mike. 319. Jump out. 319.
Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down, Packers.
319.
59. Mike, the 59.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 37-yard line.
319.
Check, 59. Hey, I'm coming after you.
319.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-2. And